crazy today. Oh no. This still can be very good. I mean, as long as it tastes good, it doesn't need to be a very complex dish. Yeah, I did some searching on the internet, and I kind of found a starting soon screen and a be right back screen matching the little starting soon and be right back things I had in the top right of the screen sometimes. Except, as you can see, it kind of loops now and it's 5 minutes again, so that's not entirely perfect if I take longer than 5 minutes to start. But it's something. It's almost like I'm starting to be a professional or something. Anyway, before this loops another time, I think it's time we started actually doing things today. Because we are going to do the tank roll quest today. Did I introduce myself? I don't know if I did. Hi, I'm Fae'ret. And this is Lorelei. I have scenes now in OBS. And this is someone who has a name. Let's have a quick look. Now you should be able to hear the Final Fantasy audio. Right, this is Loziniquid. Maybe. I don't know how to pronounce these names. And she should offer us the tank roll quest. So, let's get started. Okay, now we're in a pretty awkward position, but it's fine, probably. The young woman gazes into the horizon with a troubled expression. Well, currently she kind of gazes at me, but you know. Oh, hello. Judging by your attire, you must be the traveler from across the seas. Then I suppose Brukavu has enlisted you to her aid. That you are guided here safely must be the work of the brave narwhal. Remains watchful even in this dire time. We are ever grateful for its vigilance. My name is Loziniquid, and I hail from the northern reaches of Choctaral. Even our breath freezes when caught in the chilling winds. Our people revere Tral Vidral of the narwhal, whose essence rests in the cradle of the sleepless, our most sacred treasure. The fathomless depth it's found without rest, protecting its home from any who would do it harm. Legends tell that the narwhal could place the burden of its fatigue upon another, and thus was able to maintain its vigil night and day. So too can any who possess the cradleful lull a person, willing or no, into a deep slumber, all while avoiding the need for sleep themselves. That sounds amazing, I want this. Needless to say, such power could cause untold harm in the wrong hands. Thus was the greatest warrior of our village, Tantoa, tasked with crossing the ocean and returning that which is most sacred to us. I'd have joined him, but I feared I would only be a burden. So I remained here, that I might find someone to send to his aid. This place looks weird when it's raining. Tantoa has ever rushed bravely and blindly into the thick of things, leaving me behind to watch and worry. If there's anything I can do to help him, even a little, then I must. Brukavu has done well to send you to me. I can tell you are just a woman to temper his more reckless tendency, and keep him safe during his quest. As luck would have it, a letter from Tantoa arrived shortly before you did. It seems he discovered that a thief made their way into the place called Ishgard. Well, I don't doubt his prowess, and Tantoa would be rendered helpless before the narwhal's lullaby. Please, could you follow him to Ishgard and find him before he does anything rash? Ishgard is like a second home to me. That is absolutely true. Thank you, Lorelei. I knew the novel would guide a brave protector to her side. Tintoa is still to an unfamiliar place, but despite his hasty nature, he doubtless spent time gathering information about his new surroundings before planning his next step. Fishguard has a place like this one, where people gather to drink and talk. You might go there first. Ask for assortments with blue hair and attire like mine, and I'm sure it won't be long until you find him. Okay, let's go to Fishguard. For a lot of gear. And presumably the Forgotten Knight. Yeah. Why is there such saddish music here? This has always been this? Maybe. If it isn't Lorelei, what'll it be? A lad from the Western Continent? Well, I can't be going around gossiping about the comings and goings of my customers now, can I? Not a quick way to an empty tavern. But I suppose since you're you, I can make an exception just this once. A lad much like the one you described walked through my door not too long ago. I was asking someone whose ear he could bend about some stolen novel or some such he was after. Usually you buy someone a drink before interrogating them, but not him. Nobody knew what he was going on about, but he was determined. As when else in Ishgard people might gather to flap their lips. So I told him to head to the Jeweled Kosher. If you leave now, I reckon he'll still be there. You'll know him when you see him, trust me. Okay. Then we will go over there. Yeah. Jeweled Kosher. Oh, that was easy. He is pretty distinctive, I guess. Oh jeez. The man's angry. Bunch of useless. By Narwhal's horn, you'd think manners keep people warm. For how desperately these people cling to them. Here I'm trying to rid the city of a thief. Yes? Seems you know me, but I don't think I've ever seen you before. I'd remember. I am very memorable, I hope. Has Iniqua sent you? Even across oceans she can sense when I'm in trouble. Hey Adam, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. How are you? Well, I won't deny a helping hand, especially one with her blessing. I'm having no luck getting information from these people. Seems there are unwritten rules regarding favors that no one's bothered to tell me. I know the thief traveled here. That's why the train runs cold. I thought it'd only be a matter of time until they used the cradle to commit some misdeed or another. But it seems nothing is amiss within or without Ishgard's wall. I have only a description to go on, although it's availed me nothing so far. A woman of a race known in this land as Ellison. She has striking red hair and eyes the color of frost. A scar dominates her forehead, and a mole rests upon her lips. She came to my village posing as a scholar with an interest in the cradle. Although she gave us a name, I know it was a lie. Just like everything else that spewed from her mouth. The bounty of meat, vegetables and fruit she offered was worth its weight in gold to us. After the cold snap we suffered last year, couldn't afford to turn her away. But looking back, I realize how brazen her deception was. Although she wore the robes of a scholar, she moved with the poise of a predator. I marked her as a fearsome warrior the moment I laid eyes upon her. Of course, she wouldn't have been able to travel so far north on her own if she wasn't seasoned, but I thought nothing of it at the time. It was my first misstep of many. That's all I know. It's not much, but if you see even the smallest scrap of a clue in there, it'll be a damn sight better than what I currently have. Ooh, good nom nom. Well, enjoy your nom noms. I mean, you're assuming that she's not actually a scholar, so that would make no sense. She doesn't seem like she feels a lot of guilt, so do say she's a skilled warrior, so it's probably. That was it. I suppose that's what you call those deadly looking fellows clad in steel. Yes, you may be onto something there, but where would we find one willing to speak? Well, people do want to speak to me. At the barracks near the tavern? I know the way. I'll meet you there. Oh, back to the Fae'ret. Or the Ethernet chart. One day I will play you in cards. This is it, right? Let's not waste any time, Lorelei. Why, Mrs. Struct, what brings you to the congregation? This Passage of the Unbound is not a name I have heard before. But if one of their number has brought an artifact of great power to Ishgard, we will be ill-advised to suffer their presence. We shall act on this information at once. If there is aught that would threaten the peace, then it is our duty to root it out. Consider the Knights of the Congregation at your disposal. Thank you for hearing us out, truly. Now, does anything about the description we shared ring a bell? An Ellison woman with red hair and the eyes the color of rust. Wait, you said she bore a scar on her forehead, yes? And a mole? Oh, it could not be. You know who she is? Well, such information is usually privy only to those within our order. I understand my hesitation. What? Weren't you listening to anything we told you? It's too dangerous to be left alone. This isn't the time for secrecy. I know I'm a stranger in your city, but I can't stand by while innocent lives might be at risk. Let's not throw it on me. I suppose in this case protocol can be set aside for the sake of Ishgard. We've overcome countless trials after all, and are none better qualified to judge when a threat is credible. Master Tentora, pray accept my apologies. Although you may not be Ishgardian, your desire to keep its people safe is plain to see. We shall place our trust in you, as Mr. Struct has. I'm glad we can see eye to eye. Now then, what do you know of this thief? The description called back some old memories of a night named Leofine. Nearly recalling her story makes me ill at ease, for the mark she left upon her honourable order was black as pitch. None know her whereabouts since she was expelled from the congregation. I thought living the shame of her deeds would be punishment enough. If she now consort with villains that threaten the very foundation of order, then 'tis clear that we can suffer her freedom no longer. I shall inform my superiors of this development. Suggest that the congregation does all in its power to track down Leophine and place her in custody. If you learn aught of value, I promise to share it with you at once. Really? It's more than we could have asked. I suppose we ought to consider what to do in the meantime. Get to join me over there, Lorelei? Sure. Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Yeah, this storyline is good. I mean, I like most of the rolequest storylines, honestly. Some of them were silly, in a good way. And yeah, I kind of like most of them. But I suppose we'll see about this one. So, we have a name. Leophine. Former Knight of Ishgard. I mean, she knows how to hide herself in the city well. Gossiping about its source won't get us anywhere. My own unfamiliarity has little to help our chances. I may have no choice but to wait until the knights discover a lead. Nevertheless, I intend to spend every waking moment learning more about the city and its workings. As for you, I only ask that you be ready to move at a moment's notice. Till then, be well. Hello, I'm back. Tintoba is eyeing each passing Ishgardian with curiosity. There you are, Lorelei. I've been walking Ishgard streets whenever I've been able, which is not very much since we've talked like seconds ago, and I've taken to searching for any sleeping people. See, the land and farm isn't much warmer than this. People know not to tempt fate by dozing off in the open air. Even those blind with drink manage to find their way home somehow. I figure the only force powerful enough to overcome that instinct for self-preservation would be the cradle. So if we find a sleeper exposed to the elements, we may very well discover Leophine nearby. Can't imagine she brought us all this way just to remain idle. It's a tedious prospect, but we need to scour every back alley and shadowed walkway before anyone catches something much worse than a cold. Oh, what's happening? Is that the new music? Mr. Dracht, Master Tintoa, bring good tidings. Oh, good. Temple Knights wasted no time in distributing handbills across Ishgard containing Leophine's description. These efforts have already borne fruit. We but recently received a report of someone matching her features being sighted. Really? Where? She was sighted near Camp Dragonhead by a patrolling sentry. He described a woman with red hair and a distinct scar on her forehead. Oh dear. The outpost can be reached by passing through the gates of Judgment and heading east. Once there, speak with Sir Eugenois for the full report. Hello, I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I knew she'd show herself. Oh. Good fly. Dead now. Let's hurry, Lorelei. Okay. Day has been fine, mostly. Did some chores, then played some games with someone. It was pretty fun. How was your day in bed? Ah, I was informed you were on your way. This is concerning the report by one of our sentries, yes? He sighted a woman matching the description in the handbill sent by the congregation. She was heading south along the footpath, but that is all we know. Yes, this is Genoa. What? Hold fast. I shall send aid at once. What happened? A shipment of supplies was waylaid by monstrous beasts. A contingent of Rebel Knights should have been protecting it, but something is amiss. They need our help. We would be nearly dead. The shipment was attacked on the road west of the observatory. I shall muster more knights. Please, go find my men before any lives are lost. Oh, we actually have a different quest. Interesting. Where are we going? Oh, over there. What's this then? Oh, that's for the anima weapon. Anima lance. Need to do that at some point, sometime in the future. Thank you, I do tie. What the heck? On target? Bye. Might as well, since I'm here. Ah, there we go. Neat. Apparently I still have gladiator on targets. Huh, interesting. I do play other games, actually. I started playing other games last week anyway. Last week I played some Hard Space Shipbreaker. But most of the time it's just this, Final Fantasy. Should be close, right? Let's touch the other side of the river. Ola, he's just further down the road. Keep your weapons at the ready. Okay. My favourite game at the moment is Final Fantasy XIV. Grr. I'm Dutch. You saved us. We were almost... Oh. Hello. More angry critters. You won't be feasting today. Damn, son. Not a moment too soon. Wide eye watches eternal. And eternal is sleep it bestows. We were too late. No, they're not. Just look, they're asleep is all. Good, good. Our trusty chocobos suddenly became unsure on their feet, and the wagon toppled onto the side of the road. There was nothing for it but to fix the damage on the spot. The Templars went to secure the area, but before I knew it, each and every one of them had fallen asleep where they were standing. And the beast attacked. It was just me before the snorting fangs. Ah, there we go. I'll consider that kind of stuff when I actually have enough views and stream time and stuff to think of going affiliate. I do have enough followers already to go affiliate, so it's really just streaming enough and having enough people watching my stream. And I have a little bit of art. That's not really mine, I guess, but still. Time to wake up. Sleep here any longer and the cold will have you. What happened? Look. No, thank you. I figured as much. But sometimes it's fun to keep bot stalking, I guess. Which will be kind of awkward if people watch this VOD and see me talking to absolutely no one. But, you know. We fell asleep, but we were patrolling. He must be mistaken. A temple knight would never shirk his duty, sir. Are you calling me a liar? Saw you fall over on your ass before with my own eyes. If not for Sir Ashenoir's quick response and the bravery of its warriors, all would be food for the vultures now. The congregation will hear of this dereliction of duty, you can be sure. Now, hold on just a moment. They aren't the ones to blame. The sacred relic of my people was stolen and... now isn't the time. Sorry, forget I said anything. Whatever reason is over to talk to Chocobo seems to have passed, so I'll resume my journey once the carriage is prepared. Assuming my guards are quite refreshed, I believe we can make it on our own. Please return to Count Dragonhead and warm yourselves. No coincidence that giant birds and the two guards took leave of their senses around the same time. This is the work of the cradle. Even if Leofine was here, she's no longer. Let's return to the city and consider our next steps. No, need to go back to Ishgard. Maybe I could have talked to you first. Oh well, too late now. Leafy may have escaped us, but the witness report has given us a clue to follow. Thank the narwhal for guiding us swiftly to the knights. We have received the report of the incident near Camp Dragonhead. Two of our own sleeping on duty. Quite a fury. Actually, even a moment later, this day would have been much darker. Although it pains me to say it, those two shall be punished if it fits the magnitude of their negligence. If I may, I don't believe the blame rests entirely on their shoulders. The cradle of the sleepless was used against them, I'm certain. Ah, yes. You said it possessed the power to lull others into a deep sleep. I admit that would explain these exceptional circumstances. Regardless, they were still bested by their enemy, and their charge was almost killed as a result. Punishment is the only recourse. I see. A harsh stance, maybe, but I can respect that you don't treat your duty lightly. Well, if you learn anything else about Leofine's plots, please let us know at once. And that we didn't find her, I'm glad we were able to save those soldiers. Thank you for coming to us. Nay, 'tis the Temple Knights who owe you thanks. We shall continue our search, and rest assured you shall be the first to know of any developments. Oh lad, there's more I will tell you about the cradle. Things I should have told you sooner. Show me over there and I'll do my best to fix that mistake. And over there's at that bit of the square again? Yes. So, what about the cradle? I have seen with your own eyes what I've only been able to describe. The novel's lullaby can put even hardened warriors into a restful slumber. I may as well be defenseless as a newborn babe. But even with such power, my people have never used it to attack our enemies. Its sole purpose has always been to keep a single person awake. An eternal guardian who would never sleep, never rest. The wide-eye. Me. For 10 years I've been awake, training day and night to gain the strength I have now. The strength to shield my people. Of course, another must receive the rain as I cast aside. The Shut-Eye. You've met her, in fact. There's a Nikwe. So she pretty much always sleeps? As I've been awake these 10 years, she spent the better part of her days in a deep slumber. Brief periods of wakefulness are spent exercising and eating so her body doesn't waste away. And so we've barely spoken, despite how much I depend on her. When we were young, we'd spend our days exploring a mountain path. That time is long past. Learning all this now, I realize how very little of my life has been dedicated to my own pursuits. Nikwe and I both have devoted ourselves entirely to the protection of our village. How did Leofine steal the offer from such an accomplished warrior? Well, about that. No, I've no excuse. It wasn't my fault it was stolen, and I'll bear that burden. The protector must take responsibility for his charges. We don't have the luxury to dwell on regrets. I see now that although my people never used the cradle for ill, wicked hearts can twist anything towards evil. And that's something I can't tolerate. The very thought that this might happen again makes the bile churn in my gullet. I must bring Leofine's scheme to an end. We must. Go. Kentoa has a worried expression on his face. Ah, just the person I wanted to see. I'd like to ask your advice on a certain matter, if you don't mind. It's been a while since my last letter to Nikwe. I wanted to wait until I discovered something worth sharing to write her. But I'm still completely in the dark. I don't want her to worry, but I don't know what to tell her. Tell her you're in good space. That will suffice. You might be right. Silence might make her think that something terrible has happened. I might start right away. I may not have much time left. Oh Don't misunderstand. Nothing is so grave as that. It's just, the last time I used the cradle was just before it was stolen. Luckily, I'm still as alert as I've ever been. But it won't be long until I must dream like any other. I will give Leofine free rein while I'm helpless in bed. There's no quarry more dangerous than one who doesn't sleep. You have to see this through before that happens. So we pretty much must do all of this within like a day? Mr. Tracht, Master Tentora, we have received reports that several groups of Temple Knights have fallen afoul of what can only be a stolen artifact. Several? Let me guess, they were all guarding someone else. You would be correct. It's the duty of a knight to protect those who cannot protect themselves. If you fail at even that most basic function, then our honor means nothing. As if the incident near Camp Dragonhead was not shameful enough, the knights in these most recent attacks were left in quite compromising positions. Lol. Leofine has a sense of humor, I see. Yet the rate of embarrassment is a trifle compared to the guilt we would bear if any innocent came to harm. Fury was merciful in that respect. We would rather not see these incidents repeat. Still, all the Temple Knights must work to repair their reputations in the days ahead. It is a far cry from bringing Ishgard crumbling to its knees. Truth be told, the methods of this passage of the Unbound leave me mystified. But Leofine was cunning, if nothing else. Till we can discern her true motivations, we have little recourse but to wait until she makes a mistake. I mean, both can be true, but she may be testing the limits of the artifact's power. That's what a cunning person would do, at least. Then you suggest she has a greater purpose in mind for it. These incidents are simply a prelude. I cannot discount that theory, I admit. I shall remain vigilant. There's no telling how much chaos you can sow if left unchecked. We have to do everything we can to get the cradle out of our clutches. To do that, you have to start asking the right questions. New information makes you wonder. Why has she focused her attention on the Temple Knights? Because she was a Temple Knight before? I have pondered the same. Posted at Camp Dragonhead are knights from many houses of repute, including House for Tom. Being a former Temple Knight herself, Leofine doubtless knows their habits and training. Perhaps that makes it easier for her to exploit their weaknesses. Then if you follow the knights, we will pick up a trail. Not ideal, but it's the best we have to go on. Well, a large contingent of knights has but recently been dispatched to Curthis. You remember Gorgania Mills, yes? It has lain abandoned ever since the heretics were driven from it. If there's ever the risk that unsavory elements might have tested once again. Thus have the Temple Knights planned joint patrols of its premises with other contingents. If you speak with Sir Redwall at Falcon's Nest, I'm certain he would be glad to have your law. Oh wow, that made an actual sound. I have never actually known for the punchy thing to make an actual sound. Amazing. Did I get cookies today? No. Very quickly. Okay, where are we going? Oh. Redwald. a missile tract, I see. Of course, you are ever welcome in Falcon's Nest. Yet I believe I do not know your companion here. Indeed, whispers of the Temple Knight's humiliations have reached us even here. Falling asleep while on duty. I dare not believe the stories, but it seems there was truth in them after all. I fell asleep too, and it wasn't their fault. I suspect they fell victim to an enemy wielding a powerful artifact. Now, the rumors fail to mention anything like that. If General even trained warriors asleep, then we must treat it as a serious threat. Nevertheless, if one knight falls, another is always at the ready to take their place. As long as this artifact cannot put an entire regiment under its spell, I believe we are well positioned to combat it. Interesting. The idea of your allies falling in battle doesn't seem to disturb you at all. I hail from a single warrior is responsible for the safety of his entire village. Make no mistake. Do not doubt our allies' mettle, and we mourn every loss. Yet each man and woman here knows that if they must quit battle, another sword just as fierce will take their place. So then ally is at your back. It will allow you to fight with abandon. Now, I believe this Leo Fiend might have take interest in our activities at Gorgonia Mills, yes? Our party has already left, accompanied by a group of Temple Knights. If your suspicions are correct, then they are at risk. I would ask that you follow in their tracks and ensure they have not fallen victim to foul play. The mills can be found to the north, just across the Black Iron Bridge. The party should be arriving there soon, conditions permitting. You have to reach them before Leofiend does. Yes. Okay. Let's get to flying. Distances are so far in Western Curvis. Like, why is this at the absolute edge of everything? It was miserable when you first started the zone, and it's still miserable now to get anywhere, even though you can fly. Okay, there's anyone? There you are. Ah, people are already sleeping. It's too late, they're fast asleep. Redwald gave the impression there were more. These knights must have been the lookouts. Should awaken them, but keep your eyes peeled for Leofiend. What are these ones? Lorelei, search the building yonder. I will search the building yonder. Anything going on there? Oh, okay. Relics? Wait, which relics? Huh? Where the hell are you? How did you get past guards? Oh, hello. Who are these people? So it's fine. One button again, but it's fine. Oh, you're dead. Oh, the artifact relics? The artifacts they're talking about? Like the marble thing now? You mean? It's you. Think the fury you aroused when you did. The stag struck when her back was turned. I assumed the Temple Knights were protecting the entrance, so I wasn't as cautious as I should have been. But were they killed? No, they're just asleep because of this artifact. Sleeping? Further stories, of course, but I didn't think they were true. Whoever is behind this, I'm sure they didn't count on you showing up. Now, we shall tend to our wounds and then finish our inspection here. Mrs. Stracht asked that you join the knights inside and wait until we're finished. What are you doing? Oh, you're tending to wounds, I guess, but still. Why do I need to wait outside for that? Oh, there she is. As I thought. Just when I was becoming bored, I sighted a familiar face among these slumbering knights. Simply had to come and make sure it was you. You finally found the courage to show yourself. Hand over the cradle now and I won't kill you. What did they call you again? The Wide-Eye. You must have a quite journey to come this far. Be careful, Lorelei. This is Aquoy, the thief who stole the cradle of the sleepless. This is Leofine. That is your ally? Their arms hardly look fit to hold a sword. Who is to say that they do not seek an artifact for themselves? My arms are fine. Shut up. It matters not, I suppose. Before you both throw your lives away, I suggest you think for a moment. Is the cause you fight for worth the sacrifice? So few of us know true freedom. If there's aught you would grasp with your own hands, do so before they wither and your eyes shut for the last time. The codes and rules that would bind men are mere illusions. Open your eyes, truly open them, and you shall see a path all your own. Only a fool would waste their life in the struggle of another. Quit spouting nonsense! Nonsense? Perhaps. I'm here because of another, after all. Abyahi, who came to me at the height of my debauchery and welcomed me into our devious brotherhood. She guided me to great power, yes, and now I lead the others to the unbound path. Yet, truth told, I have little interest in seeing where it ends. To tear down the world's nations, each god among them, and I should dwell into, well, what does it matter? Yet I do derive great pleasure in shaming the Temple Knights, and seeing the snickers and jeers deflate their pompous stride as they walk down the streets. And if this artifact can hasten their fall from grace, I believe I shall keep it. You know the path I walk? The one that leads to your downfall. And I won't abandon it. I'll take the cradle back. It poses. Oop. Ow. Oops, I missed what he said actually. Dear, you seem to have lost your train of thought. I know you cannot hear me, but if you want your artifact back, I might suggest stealing it from me while I'm asleep. But considering the burden I have just passed to you, that opportunity may not come for some time yet. Why, I feel absolutely transcendent. You think the shackles of fatigue weighed so heavily. Alas, it appears the artifact needs its own repose of sorts. No matter, I've learned more than enough to take my next step. Lorelei, why don't you just punch her with the sword? See to it that this lot is disposed of. It is the least you can do for the freedom I have given you. could have just rushed over and punched her with the sword. Like stabbies. Oh, wrong button. Bye. As you might to Rust and Toa, he seems completely detached from the waking world. Probably a lot of sleep to catch up with. Looks like you've saved us twice today. Thank you. But what of him? Fast asleep, just as you were. Could this be what Sir Bird wanted in his report? I see. Then those stories are more than just big rumors. I suppose there is some small comfort in the fact that our enemy tipped their hand without causing loss of life. All the dowsing has made my eyes heavy. My ears could not mistake Leofine's arrogant voice. She could not scruple to attack former comrades in arms, and she has fallen farther than I dared imagine. I will bear the blame for allowing her to get the upper hand, and in so doing put innocent lives in danger. Another black mark on our order. Just only thanks to you and your companions' efforts that the snow was not stained red this day. At the very least, allow us to carry him to the congregation. Our work here is done, so we shall accompany them as far as Pelgin's Nest. Lorelei, pray return to Ishgard and look after your friend. Will do. Don't want here to talk to anymore. Glad am I to see you well, Miss Lestracht. I understand you come fresh from an encounter with none other than Leopold. Master Tantoa now rests on the second floor. I shall stand vigil by his side every moment until he opens his eyes again. You should not have long to wait, but if you wish to check on him, do so at your leisure. There's another matter to discuss. Just before your departure to Gargany Mills, it seems there was another incident. A group of criminals were released from their cells. Their guards found in a deep sleep. Doubtless Leofine is behind this. And doubtless the ruffians you clashed with are these self-same criminals. Leofine is gathering those who bear a grudge against the Temple Knights to her side, using this animosity to her advantage. No, now know for certain that Leofine is the mastermind of these attacks, and that her aim is to chip away the very foundation of the Temple Knights' honor. I shared these revelations with my superiors. It was decided that none would speak publicly of the artifact and its powers. The passage of the Unbound seek to overthrow the nations of the world. One obvious method to achieve this goal would be to stoke the flames of unrest among common folk, thus sinking Ishgard into a mire of chaos and distrust, not unlike the blasphemies of the final days. So long as these failures are placed squarely on the shoulders of the Temple Knights, we can avoid fomenting a more abiding mistrust in our nation's very core. For Ishgard's peace, I should gladly suffer any disgrace. The question remains as to whether we can apprehend Leofine before she tears our reputation to tatters. While Master Tantoa slumbers, also us to search for clues that might point us towards her whereabouts. So, how about now? Bumblebird's eyes light up when he sees you. The evening remains as elusive as ever. If she is in league with Ishgar's more unsavory elements, she could be hidden anywhere. We have only her cryptic statements to guide us. It seems that whatever her plan is, her actions thus far have been but a prelude to its climax. We can but hope that Tantoa awakens before she emerges again. Lorelei, there you are. Is it you, Tantoa? Oh no, it's you. I'm so glad I found you. I was starting to think I was in the wrong city, but the novel guided me through. Oh, you must be the maiden Tantoa mentioned. You hail from the same village, yes? I am from of the Temple Knights. It is an honor to meet you. Ah, Tantoa wrote about you in his letters. Temple is Anique, and honor is all mine. Tantoa with you? I haven't received a letter from him for some time, so I came to here to check on him myself. It's been weird for her to be awake so long. Insufferable fool. What have I always told you about rushing ahead without thinking? Now you even have the gall to be sleeping when I arrive. You promised you'd write to me. What was I supposed to do when the letter stopped coming? I was so worried. At least I can take small comfort in that he appears to be otherwise unharmed. I take it you're to thank for that, Lorelei. More important things right now. I mean, he did tell me that, but that's pretty irrelevant right now. Is there any way to counteract the Cradle's influence? We must stay awake forever by sheer force of will? The answer is the same. Although we can deny ourselves food or drink, sleep is another matter. It always finds us in time. And to rouse oneself from a slumber this deep is an impossible task, even for someone like Tantoa. Do you know why Tantoa sleeps so soundly? Reports of other incidents indicated that those affected awoke in a matter of moments, but Tantoa shows no signs of stirring. Well, sorry, I can't say for certain. But I do know the stories of those who came before me. More than one Shaddai has fallen into a sleep much like this, and so absolute that they become deaf to the outside world. No means to sustain their bodies, they would waste away if left alone. So, our people find a mixture of herbs and other materials that help usher the Shaddai back to the waking world. What could possibly be strong enough to bring someone back from this? We call it spring dew, and the secrets of its makings are passed down through generations. The drop acts as a ray of sunshine in the darkness of sleep, a beacon for the dreamer to follow. I carry some of the ingredients on my person, but others must be kept fresh. It won't be an easy task, but I'm certain it will save Tantoa. I don't know their yours' name, but one of the flowers blooms a striking yellow, and goes only where mountain peaks soar above the clouds. Being so close to the heavens, it drinks us into sunlight, and its petals cleanse the body and promotes wakefulness. In the churning mist blooms a yellow flower called a dandelion. No other place in Eorzea can one be closer to touching the sun. Good. Makes me believe it's the life of a beast we call morbals. And the thicker it is, the better. The pungent odor would wake the dead. Ah, I know them well. Morbals are not an uncommon sight in the Rivanian hinterlands. A mature specimen should possess the life of the desired effect. The prospect of gathering it, however, is an unenviable task. Yeah, I'll do it. Once we have those two ingredients, mixing them with the rest should be a simple matter. Do you think you could procure them, Lorelei? Sure. Oh, your confidence is reassuring. Since the morbal saliva must be fresher of the two, I thought you first climbed into the heavens and picked dandelions for Tintoa. Let's become a flower girl. Oh, you're inside. Neat. So this is how Tintoa looked upon me for so long. The sight is unsettling, I admit. Please, Lorelei, come back soon. I want to hear his voice. Yeah, okay. Sadness, probably. Oop. Alright. Mob home. Yep. Dandelion? This dandelion is much bigger. Why don't we pick this one? Anyway, let's see if we can spot anything from here. Not really. Oh, there they are. Oh. I only need to pick two though. And let's pick the left one. Some French dandelions shine almost golden yellow. Not for a much more gruesome task. Venture to the Dravanian hinterlands and collect saliva from the mouth of a full-grown mortal. Gross. Oh yeah, good little shit. Now we can fly again. Yay. Either right placement in Heaven's Word was interesting, to say the least. Don't I just kill that one? And you do. Alright, so my F's alive now. Infinite. Go over here. Someone's up there. Yes. How did you stop mixing the ingredients at once? That is, of course, assuming you brought them with you. I certainly did. Found blooming among the floating isles above Eorzea The petals of this dandelion glow almost as brilliantly as the sun which nourishes them, and so pungent that not a sealed vial can contain its scent completely. A single whiff of this saliva can wrench even the deepest sleeper back into the waking world. These are difficult to acquire at the best of times. Well, thank you for gathering them so quickly. I should get started immediately. Done all we can. Now wait for Tentora to open his eyes. What? Where am I? I hope you've enjoyed sleeping the days away, Tentora. And I'm glad you're finally awake. Rosanique, what are you doing here? I see. So Leofine wielded the cradle against me. While I was tucked soundly in bed, Rosanique came all this way. Curse my weakness. Just when we had her, just when I was needed the most, I failed. For 10 years I endured countless trials. When the time came, I couldn't even swing my damn weapon. It's not your fault, Tentora. If anyone's to blame for what's happened, it's me. No, I won't hear it. As you may know, Leofine won our task by posing as a scholar travelling the width and breadth of Dral. She expressed great interest in the cradle and the customs, and was so excited to meet an outsider that I answered every question. I told her that the White Eye keeps the cradle with them at all times. Then she hatched her plan. She took me hostage to Tower Tentora. While Rosanique was sleeping, Leofine snuck into her chamber and held a blade to her throat. I had no choice but to give her what she wanted, the cradle of the sleepless. I put Rosanique's life before the future of the people. It was at that moment I became unfit to be the guardian. Rosanique is one of your people. Protecting her was your duty. Thank you, Lorelei. I know just what to say. That was the only way to see a future where none of my people came to harm, especially Rosanique. Even without the cradle, you're still a guardian. My guardian. I'm trying to wait through this together. Seeing you with such high spirits left my own. Yeah, they're cute together. Now, and before I forget, tons of Leofine's thugs while I was dreaming in the snow, didn't you? Now you're dead, I won't soon forget. And I wager that debt will grow larger before we find the treasure from Leofine's clutches. But whatever it takes, I won't stop until she's answered for her crimes. Yeah, they have a good dynamic together, even though they probably barely even know each other because she spends most of her time asleep. Most people probably don't know Rosanique. I'm embarrassed to admit it. It was the first time I ever created makeshift. Glad it worked as intended. You know, while I was sleeping, I dreamed. I saw Rosanique and I as children. Nothing particularly interesting happened. Oh yeah, they knew each other as children. We just whiled the days away without a care in the world. forgotten what it was like to dream. It was pleasant. I can't remember wanting to stay there, to never open my eyes again. But of course, the moment I gave form to that thought, I opened them, and Resiniqua was there. Even if we get the cradle back, will things return to the way they were? Will you go back to spending your life in dreams? I suppose so. It's my duty as a Shut-Eye, after all. Your duty. And it was your duty too that compelled you to come all the way here to Ishgard. No more. What are you saying? I tried so hard to convince myself that you were glad spending so much time asleep. Being on the other side made me realize I was lying to myself all along. I don't want to return to a life where you and I are bound together, but always so far apart. I want to go back to those happy days when we were by each other's sides. I guess what I'm saying is, there's a different path to us. I want to find it. I want to walk it with you. Aww. But not yet. First we reclaim the cradle, and when we have, we'll take our first steps toward a new future. I promise. I must confess, I haven't felt the same since I woke up. I know I was in the bed for a while, but instead of feeling refreshed, my body feels weaker somehow. It's almost as if my very strength was sapped when the treasure was turned on me. I can't even grip my weapon properly. Leafine did remark that she felt invigorated. Maybe she took vitality for herself. And does that mean Cradle has powers we didn't know about? Not exactly. It may just mean the Cradle works differently than we thought. People might not pass on their fatigue, rather, they absorb another vigor. The end effect would be the same. Cradle's wheel can go on without sleep, and its victims lose the strength to even keep their eyes open. You never took more than you needed, so my slumber was always light enough to awaken from. But the treasure was used without restraint. We've had this realization, it won't be long until Leofine does too, and then it will be too late. We'll have to root her out. But I mustn't rush ahead blindly, as Resiniqua never tires of telling me. I feel nearly weak as a child right now. I must spend what precious time we have training to regain what strength Leofine still from me. Have my word I won't rest until I'm in top form again. I suggest that you do the same, for no other reason than to give me some stiff competition. Sure. Don't have enough ingredients to make spring to you again. I'll have to deal with Leofine before the Cradle's power returns. Acquapazza. Tintoa appears healthier, but there's still a hint of vagueness in her expression. You're looking strong, Lorelei. Well, I'm not my old self yet. I'm feeling better by the day. Still, there's much work to be done. I need to be even better than I was before, if we're to have any hope of catching Leofine. So she gets more energy, or so she finally gets some sleep? Both would be good, probably. I wonder what she's plotting with the rest of her cohorts. I know they aim to topple nations around the world. But this is an odd way to go about it, don't you think? I don't think their misdeeds in Ishgard extend any farther than Temple Knights. Ponder that same question. Her best guess was that as a former Temple Knight herself, she chose them because she knows how to exploit their weaknesses. using our knowledge as a weapon. And we need to equip ourselves likewise. If we can learn more about her, we might be able to anticipate her next move. A good plan. I admit I have no idea where to start. Should we ask for more power? I already have. Except that while he never knew her personally, the knights in our old squadron might be able to shed some light into her past. None of them even now patrol the city. And Fumbleburr was a great help in telling me where they might be. I'm busy, Lozanique. Oh, I can't remember the last time I was awake this long. I have to sit around until I get tired again. And we're all the better for it. Since you gather the information, it's only fitting I should do the legwork. Just tell me where these knights are, and I'll speak with them. Golly, but Ishgar's still an unfamiliar city for both of us, right? I'll go for more bird told me where to go. The names of these places mean nothing to me. Luckily, we have Lorelei to guide you. You'll go with Tinto, won't you? I knew we could count on you. Right, take note of these locations. Being forced to work with someone like Leofine isn't a fate I would envy. Curious to hear what these knights have to say about her. Hopefully they provide insight that will help us guide forward. Time is of the essence, Lorelei. Let's get moving. Yeah. So this one in the tavern, I guess. Oh, is it the tavern? Oh, it's not actually the tavern. It's over here, somewhere. Where are you? Upstairs? This is a rare privilege. What business could the savior of Ishgard have with the humble knight? He wants to know about Leofine. Well, many temple knights come from common stock, but she was different. Despite what she became, Leofine was born of noble blood. Even so, she often made mock of Ishgard's customs and the responsibilities that bound to conduct of noble families. Well, she yearned for freedom all her life. Or her idea of it, anyways. Although her deeds caused her to be expelled from her temple knights and summarily stripped of her title, she may have actually desired that outcome. If she hated it so much here, all she had to do was leave. I hear she did leave, for a time at least. Now she's in league with a group that aims to plunge the world in chaos. If a selfish heart like Leofine was sought out to aid in this plot, I shudder to imagine how wicked that leader must be. If you hate things so much, why do you stay awake all the time and let Lozanique sleep? Because it's your duty, my dude. That's the whole thing. Although she didn't seem to care particularly much about duty, really. Actually, I can just do this. Get this one. Do you require aid? I must keep watch, so forgive me if I don't engage your chit-chat. Leofine, for her, I can spare a moment. I don't suppose you know why she was expelled from the Temple Knights, do you? While few were equal in swordplay, few still handled their mounts with such grace. She often spent her nights carousing in gambling halls. Just such a night as she fell asleep while on duty. Oh ho ho. Embarrassing. Some may call it a cruel twist of fate, but dragons attacked her charges as she slept, and they were left defenseless. her negligence she was deemed to have aided our ancestral foe, and thus was stripped of her knighted and noble title both. Knights falling asleep on duty. The story does become all too familiar. Given what happened, no doubt she came to fear sleep. Yet now she has conquered that weakness. She wields it as a weapon against us. She may even believe herself to be beyond the reach of mortal danger. She's only deluding herself, and in time she'll be made to answer for her deeds. Indeed. Ooh, there's one of those things. I suppose we actually do need to walk up there. I mean, honestly, I will probably use this artifact to stay awake all the time, so I can do more stuff. I've heard that the people of Ishgard revere a warrior god. Here's a statue of Flesh and Blood Knight. Never seen such a thing. My people make no figures or depictions of her at a party, saying that such objects would keep them from finding their way into the next world. The only idol we keep is the Cradle of the Sleepless. Thanks to its blessings, White Eye has always watched over us. Our reverence is devoted solely to the Narwhal. It's enough that it guides our people to the next sunrise. All is quiet, even so I must remain vigilant. Leofine, eh? Her name's spoken of in hushed whispers now, but many have forgotten her strategic genius. She had a singular talent for achieving victory in battle by whatever means necessary. Genius? Maybe we're just too dense to see how our actions will cause Ishgard to collapse. Given that our group seems relatively few in number, an assault on Ishgard is unlikely. Rather, I think her aim is to chip away at the people's trust in Ishgard's foundation, and by the absence of a few vital bricks bring the whole nation tumbling down. Thought gives me worry. Even now representatives from Ishgard are preparing to visit Oxundo in the Sea of Clouds. If anything were to go wrong, it would be a grievous blow to Ishgard's reputation. As we saw at Falcon's Nest, certain elements that oppose our nation see friendly gestures as a chance to spark conflict. Given recent developments, Sir On the Loop has been debating whether he visited was the first choice. Well, we have a general understanding of what drives an adversary. Stories that paint a picture of a rotten conniving soul. I mean, this is true. Must have been hard on the Lord Commander. The Lord Commander? Take it that's the leader of these Temple Knights. No fancy titles or little ends for me. I sympathize with anyone who had to give orders to a rotten apple like Leofine. Giving the Temple Knights a warning is the least we can do. It's clear that this delegation, was it, might prove an enticing target for Leofine. Finally, we have knowledge to use against our enemy. If we all work together, I'd be able to trap her. We haven't much time. Let's return to the congregation and tell this On the Loop what we know. On the Loop? Peace Island? Because they're Frenchy? Possibly. Never mind. Let's return to the congregation. Yeah, could we use this deep right? Probably better and closer. There you are. I was going to say On the Loop. You are ever welcome at the congregation, Lorelei. I am well apprised of Leofine's wicked deeds, and your efforts to flush her out have been much appreciated. And this must be Master Tentou, who crossed the ocean from Tural. I hope you have recovered from your ordeal. I'm better than ever. Apologize for taking up one of your beds for so long. How long was it, really? Please, no apologies are necessary. On the contrary, the Temple Knights yet owe you a debt for all you have done. Which brings us to the purpose of this visit. You had something to discuss with me? So talkative I am. I see you and I have the same doubts. The delegation to Auxunda would be an obvious target for Leofine. I was but recently debating the wisdom of moving forward with our plans. As you know, all of Ishgard falls under the protection of the Temple Knights. As such, it is only meet that we maintain and strengthen friendly relations with our neighbors. The delegation in question is tasked with deepening mutual understanding of each of our unique cultures. Son Vanu, chief of the Sondu, is most eager to host. Yet so long as the spectre of Leofine hangs over our order, I fear visit abroad are unwise. Should any of the Vanu come to harm, our relations could be damaged irreparably. As we have no way of knowing if Leofine has caught wind of our plans, I am of the mind that postponing the delegation may be the most prudent course of action for the safety of all. This could also be the perfect chance to thaw out. That's right. Orla and I won't let anyone come to harm. As long as you warn the Vanu in advance, they shouldn't hold the action of a rogue against you. If they're truly your allies, they'll see the wisdom in your judgment. Please, send the delegation as planned. It'll be your best chance to capture Leofine. Yes, your words have merit. Where did the music stop? Okay, there we go. Thank you for the sage counsel. You were right. The Zundu would not stand idly by while we suffered Leofine's hand. In fact, fellowship between our two peoples was forged when a goddess sailed their home, was brought low by a great hero, Lorelei. See, my punches don't make sound. So rude. If you tell the Zundu that she is keeping watch over the proceedings, I am certain all doubts shall be quelled. And you'll proceed? Indeed. Time has come for we Temple Knights to reclaim our honor and go on the counter-offensive. I shall bring this suggestion of a joint operation against Leofine to the Lord Commander as soon as possible. Thank you. Together we'll put a stop to her scheme. We first must discuss matters with the others involved before we present a plan to the Lord Commander. Although time is of the essence, I expect you wait a while until our course is settled. Okay, give me a minute. A minute I need to use to run over to the guy and then accept the next quest. Might be slightly longer than a minute, but you know what I mean. So let's also talk to Lozanique. Tintoa told me what you learned of Leofine. To be honest, I do empathize also somewhat with the desire to be free from the bonds of sleep, but that's where my sympathy ends. It's exactly because we must sleep that every waking moment is precious. Life awake is meaningless if you can't spend it with those you care about. I realize now that I agreed to defend the people I know next to nothing about. Tell me if these Zundu will soon be visited. Yeah, this probably works. They're like the Hanu, with even more penchant for metaphor. If you've met the Hanu, actually. Really? Two groups of such people so far apart? The world really is full of surprises. Even a single city isn't enough for a lifetime. Okay, I hear something that gives me food for thought. Like the story of the Dragon Song War, for instance. Generations of animosity between dragon and man that somehow ended in a rekindled fellowship. I imagined a whole world like that, a world where there'd be no need for protectors. Wide-eye watches not only the monsters in the wilderness, but our neighbors as well. Barely even considered sending delegations outside our village's gates. And the cold snap only made things worse. With everyone struggling just to survive, every thought goes towards defending our scarce resources. But if we only look outward with wariness, there's no hope for the future to change. No hope to build trust. If only there was a way to bridge distance between us, and lead tomorrow hand in hand. but maybe that's just a silly dream. Maybe. Either way, it's a beautiful thought. I'm glad you think so. I want that future in mind as we get back to training. To you, Lorelei, get some rest. Fall asleep when I need you most. I'll wake you up with a knock to the head. Oh, we get the brilliant names of our submarines. Hello there, General Kenobi. Ah, she's not doing the other subs. Oh well. Oh, there we are. Tentoa is eager to set a trap for Leofine. You not get the message now? Oh. Oh no, it's just not happening yet. So on the loop still hasn't sent word. Guess the others might not be so enthusiastic about our plan. To them, the cradle of the sleepless is naturally still something to be feared. No matter how much faith they have in our strength, we'd be at Leofine's mercy if she put us to sleep. Honestly, I don't blame them. Not even I imagined our treasure could be used for such evil. In Leofine's hand, no more than an indiscriminate weapon. But that means when we get it back, we can turn it into something else. Something no one ever thought of before. We can find a way to use it without forcing someone to spend their life in slumber. Of course I agree with you, Tentoa. But we have more pressing matters. Namely a rogue knight to capture and treasure to recover. Right, sorry. I got ahead of myself. Apologies for keeping you waiting so long. The Temple Knights have finally reached a decision concerning the delegation to the Sea of Clouds. What have you decided? I am pleased to say that the Zundu have agreed to join forces with us. Together, we shall drive back Leofine should she attack. Her shadow darkens even an elm of their homeland. The peaceful delegation shall turn into a fighting force at a moment's notice. We shall restore the Temple's Knight reputation and recover your artifact in one fell swoop. Thank you. Andalou, we promise to do our part if Leofine shows herself. She won't get away this time. We have but hammered the final details. Once we are ready to depart, the first crew of knights shall leave our airship. I would ask you both to make your way to Xundu as soon as possible, so you may help plan the strategy. I'm coming too. I can heal your wounds and, when it comes to it, my staff can bruise as well as club. Can bruise as well as a club. I'm glad you have you with us. I'm done taking on the world alone. I need you, Lozanique, and Lorelei too. Stronger together than we could ever be apart. Cradle never would have been stolen if I'd realized that from the beginning. And I want you by my side to ensure I don't forget it. Well then, you better be off. I'm keen to meet this Chief Zonovani. Biddy 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 bing. Is there an etherite right there? I'm going this way. Let's just fly. What's up there? Oops, I didn't mean to draw my weapon, sorry. need to do a voice for them. I don't know. I'm not going to. Honored Netherling, the return to Oxundo is as welcome as the arrival of spring. Sona knows why you come. Wicked hearts seek to bring chaos to our home. And so the Zundu shall rise to its defense if needed. As the sun's rays chase away the shadow of night, the thunder dance shall keep the tendrils of sleep at bay. Chief Son of Anu, it's an honor to meet you. And Tentoa, and if the thunder dance is as invigorating as you say, I'd love to see it for myself. The Zundu shall dance before Ishgar's warrior upon their arrival. Brave Tentoa is welcome to join the proceedings. That was your original intent, right? I see. To draw Leofine out. Makes sense to pretend like nothing is amiss. Zundu warriors unify their strength through the thunder dance, and the sight is so fearsome that many choose to flee rather than fight. Netherling warriors may learn much from such an approach. Breaking the enemy's spirits avoid needless bloodshed. Yet all dancers must hone their skills before wild animals first. The thunder of dance doesn't fail them at the most crucial moment. It is for that reason our dancers await at the outskirts of Xundu for the Netherlings' arrival. When the performance begins, it shall draw the attention of all like a roiling cloud coming over the horizon. Watch carefully for any who would take advantage of that moment. After the dance is finished, Netherlings will present the Zundu with. Chief Zundu, Netherling ship appears in the skies with like sudden sun shower, huddling towards Earth. Why did you almost have a Russian accent? I don't know. Swiftly it descends, crashing down near Zundu dancers. Ship markings are Ishgardian. Zundu are unhurt, but wounded Netherlings pour from vessel. You still have a Russian accent now. Like a lightning bolt in the night, Leofine strikes. The Temple Knights were coming by airship, right? All Leofine had to do was lull the pilot to sleep. She saw right through us. Now we're on the back foot. Great winds can alter even a raging river's course. What matters is to stand strong and move forward. And now we must offer aid to the Netherlings who come as guests. Right, let's go. Let's go. Fortunate that Leofine chose the outskirts of the settlement to enact her honorable plan. Imagine if the ship crashed over Oxundu, or even Ishgard. This is the work of the cradle. Leofine can't be far. Let's tend to the wounded. I won't let her escape again. This ends today, one way or the other. Indeed. What the heck? How do you ever get him? There you are, Leofine. Came all this way just to greet me? Oh, I am honored. I only hope my gift was satisfactory. It is a shame you will not see Ishgard crumble. Alas, I can scarcely suffer rats to scurry about my feet, threatening to gnaw away at my carefully laid plans. At least you bear witness to the dying breath of the Temple Knight's flagging honor. I would sooner see the wrecked airships soar again than their reputation return to its former glory. Yet even I did not foresee that the Zundu would be in the ship's path. Fury favors me. Who now would trust a nation so careless as to put their neighbors at risk? Everyone knows you are behind this. People won't turn on each other so easily. I didn't see you there. Shut eye, wide awake. Doubly honored am I that you came all this way just to meet your end. Enough. Taking the cradle back. I won't let your evil continue any longer. Such bold words. If I recall correctly, people reap great benefits from the artifact powers. All at the cost of someone's waking life. Your life. Hey, do not misunderstand me. I was not meant to be in the announcement of your people. On the contrary, I have my utmost respect. We are bound by our very nature. No matter how mighty we become, we are slaves to the whims of sleep. Let this artifact can sunder those shackles and grant true freedom. Makes its wielder stronger, and the enemies weak. Perfect weapon if you ask me. Can't say whether using the cradle is right or wrong. I only know that a life lived at the cost of another is no life at all. I know about one thing. We are bound by our nature. That doesn't shackle us, it brings us together. And whether I'm asleep or awake, as long as Los Nico is by my side, that's the life I want. Oh. Let's take the cradle back together. I usually like picking the options that doesn't completely focus on me being the everything doer. He's exhausted the cradle's power on the Temple Knights. This is a chance. No plan is without its wrinkles, I suppose. Fortunately, prepare for all contingencies. Unbound. Be a fiend unchivalrous. You had an opportunity to live a quiet life, but I will not give it again. This time, I shall send you into a slumber from which you will never wake. I think she means to kill us. Give back the cradle, we'll take it back. Old bluster as usual. Take it out, take it if you dare. Collect everyone. Come on. Collect them. Come on. Give me the aggro. I have Iron Will on. Why are they not attacking me? Come on, attack me. Give me aggros. Okay, that's one. There's two. Okay, good. Now where's this person? There you are. Give me aggros. Give it to me. Fade out. Now, wash away darkness of sleep with sundown dance. You just stand there, kill them. No. No. Where are the other ones? No. No. Mine. You're dead. Witness the Sundog dance. Meddling warriors awaken. Oh. Nice. I was once awake. Mighty Zundo protect nuzzling warriors. Keep cautious, like Gaelic on the stormy skies. Heh, now you're all alone. Listen now, do you fiend? Why am I cursed with incompetence? Very well. Dance with me, Wide-Eye. I feel that strength granted to me. Your strength. Oh, I shall. Oh, please. You think it could hold such immense power? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. This artifact isn't for such callous hands. The marvel's blessing is only flows with the heart of a defender. Oh, wrong button. Oh, it's fine. Actually. Oh. Then you take the other one. So I should probably do a mitigation. Oh well. It's fine. I live. I'm sorry, healer. Mitigation is a thing. Oh, what? What's happening? What's going on? The artifact swells with power. It begs to be released. Now you shut your eyes for the final time. Take a last glimpse of the waking world. I'd rather not. How do we brace ourselves? Yeah, I'm taking cover behind the tower. Do I need to do the same? Alright, what about Kintoa? He's asleep. Think this piece of wood for protection? Such a cloying sentiment. Cursed insects, you lot, finish them all. Earn your freedom. Oh, that was a miss. Come here. Come. Come here. Oh, there's more? No, there's not more. What is she doing? Oh, wait, I see. Oh, more of them. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, fine, I'll actually do this thing. Goodbye, people. Be dead. What now? On your feet, Tintoa. It's a duty as a Wide-Eye. What? I was asleep? I on for all my life. Thank you. Soon to go to help allies. May Zephyr wind guide you to victory. Oh, ship is inexorable. How are they doing this? They're being badasses. That's how. I'm far from finished. You will not withstand this. It's a simple mechanic that's known by lots of people. Oh, we need to spread out, I guess. Nope. What? Doesn't he grave? What the heck, yo? Haha. Look at me doing mitigation. No, come on. Okay. Oh, wait. Haha. He survived, it's fine. But yeah, it is annoying that she has a specific spot to go to instead of, you know, going anywhere but where you are. Oh, jeez. Not one button. Not one button. Get dealt with. You're stubborn. You may have won today, but this is not over. Where did you get a griffin from? Really? Yes, it is. Damned fool. Ow. No. Say goodnight, Leofine. Oh dear. White eye watches eternal, and eternal is sleep it bestows. Finally stopped her. Yes, do we have someone else to worry about? It's probably good for the Warrior of Light to have some sleep at some point, really. Alright, wake up. Are you alright? Huh. Only she would smile at a time like this. She's awake. Ugh, I've been awakened. Gross. Let me sleep. I've saved the world several times, you know. I can use some rest. Lynx, hailess warrior with near prime. Good! Our wicked foes fled from Sunderlands like twilight before dawn. Yeah, exactly. I do need my beauty sleep sometimes. Good to see you awake. Don't worry, you won't sleep for long. Why not? Just let me sleep. And judging by your fierce expression, Gretel didn't step any of your trademark figure. The work is done, Lorelei. You get a commendable job as a shield. Now you can lay down your burden. It's thanks to your bravery that I was able to deal the final blow to the Leofine. And with the Gretel back in our possession, I think we can consider this expedition across the seas to be a success. You didn't actually deal with Leofine? Like she fell off the thing and then the griffin went down and probably rescued her and then now they're off to God knows where? Zundra helped us gather the wounded and see them safely out to Ishgard. Couldn't have done it without you. The Lynx protect allies as fiercely as Gaelic can protect kittens. Zundra are moved by your might. You are equally as impressive. I should learn some sort of self-dance myself. Though I once tiger's fingers half as fierce as yours. Maybe inspired. The Zindu seems to have everything well in hand, and Andalou is likely eager to see us. We should return to Ishgard as soon as we can. But I suppose a beauty sleep for Lori would be short, because she is very beautiful already. Let's talk to Andalou. Oh, 63 you're doing Heaven's Sword, I guess. Or maybe Stormblood, but is there a period you need to go there in Stormblood? Maybe. Ah, the heroes of the day have returned. Thanks to your valor, the threat of Leofine post is no more. What's more, not a single life was lost. Not even Leofine's, because she was rescued by a griffin. On behalf of the Temple Knights, allow me to express my utmost gratitude to you all. You don't owe me any thanks. After all, it was my fault that the cradle was stolen in the first place. And ultimately my fault that your delegation to Oxundos turned into melee. It may be true that our visit to the Sea of Clouds was far from peaceful. The bond between the Zundu and the Temple Knights has only deepened through overcoming mutual adversity. Blessings often takes inscrutable forms. While we know not whether Leofine lives, we do know that she can no longer reach the source of her ill-gotten power, so we have little more to fear from her. Are you entirely sure about that? I mean, she probably has more plans than just the one. With the crisis behind us, common folk no longer have aught to fear. We will make known the story of Leofine's schemes and the heroes who worked to foil them, and in time I hope that trust in our order will be restored. Temple Knights shall continue to build relations with our neighbors for years to come, relations that shall form the foundation for Ishgard's future. We would be honored if we could count you among our allies in this endeavor. Anything you need, simply call upon us. We'll be there, no questions asked, except we are completely across the entire world, but okay. I mean, we're not even on this map. And with that, it's time we returned home. It's been an honor. You'll be passing through Tuliulal on your way back, Lorelei. If you have business in those parts, I'd love to speak with you at Chevalier Thier. before setting off. See you soon, hopefully. Well, let's go talk to them. Have any of you already done the Rising quest line? Do you know how long it is? And how much talking is in there? Okay. Next week, my dude. Glad you made it back to Tural, Lorelei. I've been in Ishgard for so long, I'd almost forgotten what it's like to sweat. But I remember now, you can be sure. You should probably wear some less clothes, probably. You can probably dress a bit more lightly here. Alright, there you are. I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. I left not long ago, and I broke of everything that happened. As long as I've spent away from a village, even though Tuliulal and Ishgard had entirely different roles to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Is anything the matter, Tintoa? Nothing, it's just something I've been thinking about. People have always been self-sufficient, but the Ishgardians and the Zundu showed that looking to your neighbors can reveal our way through the harshest difficulties. You heard Andalou. The bond between Ishgard and Zundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, well, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? She who bent her ears to every note of the novel's lullaby without a shade of fear in her eyes. Thank you, Lorelei. For believing in us. For believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting alongside allies you can trust. Even if your shield breaks, that is not the end. It sounds more poetic. Right, it's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. Relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust, and we must take care to mend them properly. If we can do that, and learn to look forward to the future, and look towards the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the kettle ever again. People can sleep and dream untroubled, and awaken with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass. Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together. Yeah, right, of course. Adorable. If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. I'll be overjoyed to see the cradle return. Thank you for everything, Lorelei. Next time we meet, maybe we both have good news to share. Bye. I mean, you were still training to protect your village from the animals outside and stuff. Those animals probably won't go for a bite of future together. Let's sleep till Tuliulal. But yeah, that's it. That was the tank roll quest. All done. And one more to go. ranged physical. But that will come next time. Probably next week. We will probably stream on Saturday, but do something else than this. Maybe play an entirely different game. Maybe more Shipbreakers. Who knows? I don't know yet. For now though, actually, what I also wanted to do, since we are here in the vicinity now anyway, I've had this feature quest going around for quite a while now, and I think it's just going to be a simple one, so let's quickly do this one. Olagawa has something to tell you. Ah, Lorelei, you honor me with your presence. Oh. Itijahatsu, Ishan, welcome. Hi. Coming quickly in before sleep. Huggies for you. What are these buttons? Shield mode? Jet highlight setting? What are these? What is this? Chat will be cleared in any settings. Okay, never mind. Cancel. See you soon. Hugs. Have a good shower. And have a good rest. Good night. Night. Honor me with your presence. Not all about the deeds you've been doing for Uklamat. As if ending Vali Gramanda's rampage wasn't impressive enough. You saved the city from those mechanical beggars too. If there were ever any doubts about your abilities, you're well and truly answered. Which is why I'd like to ask you your aid one last time. Will you join us on our most essential duty? Digging out and slaying those feats most foul. Those that pose the gravest danger to our people. Sure. You're a hero through and through. Hunting down marks like these is the very purpose the Vipers were founded. And it's no easy task, I can tell you. They're horrors out there. True horrors. Vidral like Velgramanda. You're just more akin to ghost than beast. Thank you. That was a fun role quest, really. With a good theme. Vipers wander far and wide across the land that we might learn of these creatures, and one day end them. You remember Cat? She's been doing just that for decades now. Has come away with a long list of targets. If you're interested in finding more about them, go and see her in Yakter. Epikwe was doing the same when she went to Yasilan. Yet there's nothing you could call a Vidral in a German. Strange, I thought, when they've shown up everywhere else. Makes me wonder if she might have left them out on purpose. And because they're fighters to the quick, you see. Nothing matters to her more than the people's safety. Separated from her fellow vipers as she was, she thought it best to leave such matters well alone. Forgive me for asking so much of you. If you plan to return to Yasilan anytime soon, would you speak with her again? See if there's something she's not telling us. Something we might be able to help her with. Oh, tell her one thing, for me, that if she wants to come back, and the rest of the Vipers shall stand ready to welcome her with open arms. Okay, this quest is going to take longer than I expected it to. But if the rising is actually short, then it should be fine. Let's quickly go to the residential district, I believe, yes. Ah, the hunter from across the water. What message do you have for me today? Oh, look out, you sentimental fool. I thank him for remembering me. This is my home now. These people, my people. I've lived here, fought here for the better part of my life. Stepping beyond that wall would be like stepping 30 years into the past. But while I have fond memories of the place, I'm an old woman now. I've grown unused to I've grown unused to change. Not to mention that. Lady Napikwe! Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you had company. It's alright. She's a friend of the cause. I'll introduce you. Renine, Renore, Lorelei. Counter from beyond the wall. Lorelei, these are... what would you call yourselves? My little helpers? Protégés, more like. Renine, at your service. I studied twin blades on relating to Pique, and I've been helping her conduct her senses on the beast of Alexandria. And I'm Rinori. I've been working behind the scenes with Oblivion, so I've heard a lot about you and your exploits. I've seen few firsthand, albeit from the shadows. What do you brought peace to living memory? Team secured what we could from the databanks. On a fair few things that brought a glint to Lady Pique's eyes, I can tell you. Oral Vidral, Lorelei. Ologar knew it. It doesn't do to draw too much attention to those feats if you haven't the strength to slay. And what I know tells me of your achievements, though, I shouldn't wonder if you and yours could succeed where we could not. Queen Sphee has charged me with chronicling of Kimran's fauna, and I expect there are many discoveries still to be made in its darkest corners. If you want to learn more, just like me too. Please, ask away. Lanyene spends most of his time down in the outskirts, but I'll be here. Shall I? My duty is far from over, so in answer to Bulgar's question, no, I will not be returning to Tuliolal. But please let him know that I appreciate his kind words, that I am only too happy to extend him the same offer. Okay. Nope, that's the map. Map. Thank you. Okay, use this one. Yeah, this way. Oh, I could have gone that way, but yeah, I can jump. Welcome back, Lorelei. Did you speak with me within that big way? I see. It's good to know she has friends. Couldn't bear to think of her all alone up there. If ever lives to hunt, that Ursula lives to hunt another day. So the saying goes. Sounds like she's taking the message to heart, taking it upon herself to train a new generation. And it looks like you're our newest pupil. May luck be with you, Lorelei. And remember, whatever you do, don't get yourself killed. What the hell? Yay, elite dawn hunts. You are now able to undertake the elite dawn hunt mark builds from the dawn hunt fort in Tuliolal. Yay. Let's have a quick look at them. So, Gargant. Oh wait, it's just the one, isn't it? Cool. Anyway, fun. Now we don't have a feature quest marker here anymore. So where's the rising? Where does it start? Which of the cities? Is it all up? Because I think the Rising started there last year. I'm going to check all that. How much did I pay for this? Oof. I should not have chosen all that. No. What is this? Level 90 quest? Here? What is that about? I mean, I don't assume that's the Rising quest. Because that's way too high level for something like that. If the logging things say about the Rising quest, Rising signal is on the way, blah blah blah, there's details, but I don't want to actually go to a website to look things up. Okay, I actually do want to go to a website to look things up actually, because what is this? Coin country and combat. Yeah, sure. What kind of quest is this? Oh. It unlocks the Syldian Subterranean New Game Plus. Interesting. And now that I'm online anyway, I might as well watch the Rising event. Yeah. What is that? Oh, Limsolo Mensa. Okay. Oh. Could have done this then and saved a lot of money. I assume it's at the Off Castle then. Yep. It's the Wandering Minstrel. The Wandering Minstrel seeks an adventurer both willing and able to help put the finishing touches to this year's Rising celebrations. Holy coincidences! You'll hardly believe it. I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength a 12-month past. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last Rising. But if only Lorelei were here, I thought to myself. And here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? Sure. Why, thanks. The matter is this. I've been approached by a lady named Yo-Yo, who wished to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsolo Mensa. Speak, of course, of the fireworks that illumine these rising nights. Illumine, not illumine. Adding on my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. You already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Yo-Yo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. Okay. Oh. I see. That's where the Yellow Jackets live? In the Marauders Guild? The Marauders live there. I never knew this. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. given these guys. And those guys. And that guy. At the base of the tower, so I need to go downstairs, I think. Huh. Right. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I suppose there are a lot of yellow jackets here. I never thought of that. Lady Yo-Yo, unstoried adventurer, as promised. Lessons of the tells upon you. Name's Yo-Yo, Cannoneer First Class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have you on board. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair Leminson streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Yo-Yo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lassies at the Cannoneers would throw a load of lovely little drakes, snakes and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more the same ain't going to cut it for the rising. Cause it's all about the remembering and those who lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them in there so deserve something a mite more specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It will not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right in my mouth, dearie. Thing is, I haven't hardly set foot out of Limsay in my days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love, and knows it and its people intimately. But before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. And if you don't join me, dearie, could do with learning some of the thoughts myself. Right then, it's best to start asking around. Some place called a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet at Vidri's Plaza, down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, let me get to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the aft castle. Okay, let's... Can't return yet, unfortunate. But what I could do is... just 100 gil. That's not a lot. And there you are. See them lads down in Orcus Alley, dearie? Big nation for the festival they are. Every year, when the streets are all decked out for the rising, the heart fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. Came here to find this out if other folks feel about it. Let's split up, go down the alley and ask a few likely looking customers each. I want a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. Or 5 should do you. I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when you're done. Okay. There are a lot of people here. Jeez, there are a lot of people here. Why is it so busy? Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine evening? Information, is it? Well, really must know. The Bizzin and Bang in the filthy air this season always takes me back to the time just before the Calamity Stalk. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the Grand Companies. People in the streets were hooting, hollering, setting up fire spouts. All the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colours, let loose their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us. All that noise served a purpose nonetheless, burning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, togetherness. We might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. Sounds lovely. Nope, there's one. The streets are full of life, the sky's full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarers' sailors to dazzle hearts. I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You're a sailor too, are you? Yeah, I have sailed a lot, but I wouldn't call myself a sailor. Helping with the fireworks, you say? Good on you, lass. I have a few memories of back then. If you've an ear to hear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see. Always sailing hither and thither, across the waves. It's just back from a trip towards at hand when the Calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky, that loathsome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I remember what happened in the days before, after it fell. I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. See the same faces looking up, this time with a smile. Reminds you not only of the bad times, but we got over them. Wait, there are faces in the fireworks? Fireworks, oh there we are. Probably not a literal thing. Hey, it's a yo-yo. There you are. Sorry to bother you, dearie. But if I could be so bold, would you mind telling me what the rising means to you? Oh, there's one. Sorry. Alright there. Anything I can do for you? Asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time. But I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swim up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging's about. It's complicated, I suppose. It's sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. And grateful to Baderon for saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself. That I might sleep soundly for another 12 months. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Nope. Apparently I missed someone. Oh, there you are. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them? Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far in the offing, you know? Do you know? The offing? I see. The only thing I ask is that my husband is out there now. I meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favour. I was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope we can see him from where he is, so we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. That is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can. But all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. Okay. I need to go over there. fireworks. Fireworks are awesome. Oh, hello. Anyway. Where are we going? Oh, destination. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dave. So, what did you try and do? The fireworks are very loud. Same here. I was expecting them to just be looking at the pretty lights. But it seems the feelings run a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on the hearts, but rising fireworks goes some way to living that weight. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon it help lift the spirits the most? All of these things. All of these things. But probably something that gives people hope for the future. For the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea. Mining folk that were back tonight. Dawn is just around the corner. Well, it ain't just about mourning those we lost after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived, to steer us to a brighter future. Hey, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail to the unknown shores. Vision of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Let's settle then. Ah, the missile's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the off castle, right? I'll see you there. Are you going to take me there? Nope, okay. Is this open? Good. Off castle? And if this is already the end of everything over here, then this was a short quest indeed. What the heck? Let's see now. 1500 weights of fire sand, 500 yalms on shore. We're going to need more ships. Our intrepid adventurer returns, positively bursting with inspiration, I take it? I see. A traditional seafaring salute, not a link to the memories of the fallen, to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. Most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to both of you. The work ain't done yet. There's a lot that needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dear, be forever in your debt. Let me know when you got your loins or you're good and good. Okay, we're not quite done yet, it seems. What was happening? The display of such grandeur is not merely a matter of crafting the fireworks proper. It should require the cooperation of a great many people, several who may be less than disposed to offer it. Well, let's get to it, I guess. We who are about to set sail salute you. Oh, a brushed off Kyle. Cute. Mayor asks for your continued assistance in seeing our plans for the rising Fae'ret's realized. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dear? The plan is, I'm going to line up an all fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire the broadside into the sky. But before I go about finding a fleet, I need to get a plan approved by the organizing committee. And that means convincing Commander Reina. What I believe, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongues. Not much experience mobbing with the big higher-ups. At least to see me struggling, put in a word, won't you? Of course, my lady. Your cause is ours. Thank you, my dears. Together then, to the Gold Tower. Back over there. Yeah, that's it. No. Commander Reina worked his way up the ranks, all the way from rock bottom to the tippity top. He knows the working of the telesocracy in and out. If any flaws in a proposal, and I'll see right through him. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. Not for Reiner in his relentless pursuit of the truth. I might still be lingering in the brig. He's a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? Let's. Shall. Wanting to make the rising place special I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Yo, and I remind you that the first duty of the Yaojaks is to keep the peace. Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily working of the harbour, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Nobleman's an art, Eosian art. Still bears the scars of the calamity. That loss, that hardship, and struggle got deep. But rising ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future, too. And if it's your duty to watch over folk, keeping on the straight and narrow, like and it's our duty to see him on another year's journey, too. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure. But what are the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly you are providing and paying for this fleet of yours. Yes, Commander. I'm going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship and the rest from the Black Sails. Of course. One is wont to forget that the buccaneering swords remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in time of necessity. Lady Ayoyo would have us parley with the 3 great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Hey, that's right. Pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen. Robin died, God knows, same as the rest of us. When they hear about a plan to salute all those who fell, and all those who didn't, that they'll also the count again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange a parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all my remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates. All is marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, as you find yourself with a mutiny on our terms. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. parley with pirates. Truly, life is but a succession of unexpected events. Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope you can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove far less biddable partners than Commodore Raynor did. While Rosson of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Cavalier of the Kraken's Arms is much more mercenary-minded. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion, that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, got that in bleeding bucket loads. And I might need you to jump in again, in case my tongue decides to tie itself in an off-edge. What? Just say the first thing that comes to your heads, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, dearies. Let's head over to the anchor yard and get this parley started. The anchor yard is annoying though, it's pretty far away from any drive. Yeah, this is the anchor yard. I do so love that new tensor gear. It looks so good. Let's do a sprint. Where do I go? Not here. Wasting my sprint. It's fine. Oh, here we are. Too many people. Again. I suppose the Rising event has only just started yesterday? Yeah. I need to do all of them voices too. Thanks for coming. Isn't Bioski here's? Hey, the Maelstrom summoned Lady Dust for us loud and clear. I want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When my science fire a broadside, send our enemies to the bottom of the briny. Not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for dryland as a gawper. Better things to be doing with our time. It is a rare occurrence to be sure, but I find that my opinion lies with Roswell's. Our time is precious, as I'm sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. So, unless there is anything else? This is probably not going to be a good answer. Let's taunt him a little bit. Profit? How sad that the great Cavalier should lose his noise for coin. I did not come here to be insulted. If you know of a method by which the Krakens might stand to gain from this that I do not, then state it, or else hold your tongue. Better yet, allow me to hold it for you. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies from the realm together in the city. Personages of high renown and deep pockets. Hey, if they saw you working hand in hand with the Maelstrom, it would do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole would be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. In legitimate business, you must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Such your image. Sort anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up the backsides. What's in it for sirens? Come on. Okay, maybe I should. Okay, fine. What are you trying to imply? You gotta cut me ass off with costly cutlass and have to spend another minute in a training peasant's company. You might call us proper pirates. Sirens ain't all about pirating life though, are you? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child, keeping themselves busy with odd jobs such as come the way. Then you hunt us, and the folk who are drawn up to the city to see the grand display your quarry. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stores selling food and grog and the like, and they'll make a killing, provided they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend them and myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. What of the executioners? There's no dishonour in linking arms with Admiral Melfib and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket, why don't you tell me one thing, and tell it true? This is Lemsel and Mensa, and greatest burden all around. You could find this fleet of yours with you, without your help. Yet you come here begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who need rising most. Black Sails only came together because of Cotton, could have got an anchor and sailed off into the sunset. No. You felt like demons on the cursed flats. You'd either yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right that those who lost the most, and they stood to gain the least, should be the ones who fired a salute to the departed. And I saluted the departed too. Calamity changed the life of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, to those whose new beginnings are already begun. So it's all for our own good, is it? Well, back to the Asalicia. Some word when you've hammered out details of this play of yours. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, Captain. Can't really say no to you now, can I? Well, there's a lot of good people back in Carbon, though. Send them all with a bloody great bang. I will join you, on one condition. The near reminiscence of trauma past, do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. They do not force me to restrain you. Again. I never forced you to do nothing. Keep your hands off me if you want to keep me, you randy bastard. Quite a fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. My hearty congratulations to both of you. It was my honor to play a supporting part, but it was your passion for the Rising that swayed them. I mean, mostly yours, really. And breathe. Of course, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never gotten to an answer without you. Right then, time to put the finishing touches to the plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, giving it to the minstrel, and grab it for him. To near beginnings, lass. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Alright, give me my trial. You did a great service, my friend. For both Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that, I shall be ever grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Let's see. Like this. Anyway. Moby Bait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement. All those who sail for unknown shores, pray lend me your ears. What the heck is going on over there? That's some very mighty sunset. What the heck? What are we doing? Very bright. I'm on a ship. Greetings, warrior of light. Who are you? Oh, it's you. This is a world that exists outside reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your very mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls. But we have enjoyed every step of your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. Last? With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. At a lengthy history we need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await, oh good. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, be your less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same, well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, leaving in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. It is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you. Gift of adventure. We pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hardened minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here and right now, we look to the same sky. And though the path that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, we shall cross again. Probably next rising. Goodbye, Yoshi P. It is almost time for the display to begin. A consummation of not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sail. Are you still going to do your song? Wonderful. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends, and voices stir when the waves of... I don't know how to sing this. Of hopes of sails of friends. We like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea. I really don't know what melody I should put on with this, so I won't anymore. It's a sun that sails for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. At Johnny Dawn, so sinks the sun below the western waves. Oh, maybe something like that. And mummies stir, our friends of yore, but sleep in watery graves. Let not our voices, haste and song, disturb your endless sleep. But join us in our chorus, and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song. Prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the fire horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. Concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. Fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I'll offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you to beyond the far-flung horizons of this wider world, we should meet once more in a 12-month's time, and look up to the same sky, together. Lovely. Happy rising, everyone. I have unlocked the toy chest. Open the toy chest found in any room to play minigames? What? I'm pretty sure I unlocked the toy chest a long time ago. Additionally, certain notable personages have been seen to frequent the anchor yard this rising. Do the same and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. I see. So... I mean, I see the Wandering Minstrel. I see whoever this is. Wait. Oh, I see. Why do you have to be on top of a thing? That's kind of rude. A soft westerly wind blows across the anchor yard. Sure. I assume that indicates the different kinds of things. You hear footsteps approaching. You turn and see... Oh, jeez. Ooh. Okay, let's just... Okay, it's kind of past time for the stream, but let's do this. It ain't me old pal Lorelei. Here to beg the old bird for guidance, who are you? So dodgy beast said you had an hand in this year's firework. Not a bad job you made of him either. You meant to dodgy... Why do you have such an annoying name? Then Norcazali, eh? Send him to pick up some stock for the range. Do you know what she brought him back? Only a bottle of bleeding Bacchus. Wait for it out of her own packet, she did. Thank me for saving her life. I don't know why she's so hung up about it. Thus paid me back 100 times over with all her hard work over the years. Felt a bit bad accepting it, like. But, well, a bottle of Bacchus is a bottle of Bacchus. I reckon it's you we should be thanking anyway, for the marvelous display. All the ships in the harbour, high in the sky, brought back a lot of memories. Some good, some bad. Every one of them well worth remembering. We ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I'll wager. Well, you can't be idly sliding out in them stone now, can you? Come up to the bench and you'll fill your belly. Neat. Next one. Boop. Fetch up with Bismarck. Well. I come to feel Limlane's breath on my face, only to find that faceless was some whispering in the ear of another. Have you been keeping, Lorelei? Hey, you've got your thank. You've got you to thank for the rising display. He has been singing your praises from Fisherman's Bottom to Coral Tower. What? Surprised to know her? This is a small place, lass. Hardly a day goes by I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck. Others who sup on the finest food and wine this side of the sea, or to clap the irons on those who've touched the casket touched too thirstily. Suppose an adventurer like you mightn't have noticed, always coming and going as you are. Stick around in the city for a while, you'll see. Check-ins ain't just acts for Aya. We're true friends of the common folk. I hear you was a retainer before the calamity struck, you know. My masters had a thing for fireworks. Every time they came back from their wanderings, they'd load her down with 100-weight spouts and spinners they'd pick up from God's know where. Day and night you'd see her down in the market board, beaming that sunny smile of hers as Daffy passes by, laying her down to flog the stuff. Enjoy the work, I reckon, but then Dalamut fell, and you lost the master. Literally lost him. The way she tells it, it was as if the calamity burned an hole in her memory, and they fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face nor their name. But she never forgot the fireworks. The amount of gunpowder that went through her hands over the years, she couldn't help learning a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with the cannoneers later, she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard they were the ones who'd been put in charge of the rising display, you should be the first to volunteer. The rising, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her, and as a friend, they mean a lot to me, so thank you. Okay. This is nice. The Admiral herself. Raspy voice. Olai, this is a coincidence. Rena was just telling me of the role you played in putting this display together. Sure all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moving as I. I salute to all those who set sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts, and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives to the fields of cotton earl. Men and women of the Black Sails chief among them, and thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. And thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. Seer's Rising was not merely in Limbs of the Mincer, but of her. I look forward to seeing how future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. Sure, I have kept you from your business far too long already. I must return to mine. I must offer my prayers to Lim Lane and be on my way. Very well, Lorelei. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Yes, yes. The acting captain of the bloody executioners. If it isn't my old maid Lorelei. I heard you had a hand in the fireworks, but I thought you'd be long gone by now. Glad you stuck around though. Give me a chance to thank you. Getting the executioners involved, like. Can't say you didn't run us ragged. Getting the whole fleet loaded up with the 10 tons of fire and ready to sail at a moment's notice. But it was well worth it in the end. Aye, there's nothing a pirate enjoys more than a bit of the pyrotechnics. I could send off for shipmates past and present. And got me in the gut, so it did. Most thousands I spend at the bottom of a flagon, thinking of those we lost and salt in my grog. But this salute's only gone and put the wind in my sails. I'll up an anchor tomorrow in search of an island sanctuary of me own, somewhere to bury me booty. Wish me luck, Lorelei, and may Lim Lane's breath ever blow at your back. And the last one. I wonder if you wouldn't get this option if you didn't do the Endwalker Alliance raid. I knew it was you. Could tell it from your bearing. Forgive me. It gladdens me that the path should cross again, of course, and yet I find myself somewhat lost for words. Are you well? What brings you here? Is that so? I should have known it. It is very much like you to help others fulfill their dreams, bring life and light to the world. I always liked festivals, as did all my brethren. But the celebrations have taken diverse form over the years. All brought smiles to the faces of our children, and in turn us. Though it was our custom, nay our duty to watch over you from the phantom realm, one among us was so drawn to the music and the merrymaking that he adopted a mortal form, that I might join you in your revelry. And every festival is imbued with the hopes and dreams of mortal man. You implore the gods to listen to you, please, and they hear you. They still do. Till the next up path should cross. Bye. Nice. Okay, and that is the Rising Dawn. Oh, I should probably talk to you for a bit. Many and more have come from far afield to enjoy the festive atmosphere of Lim's at this rising. Now that the work is done, be sure to bask in it yourself. Indeed. Well, I will go bask in it sometime. But for now though, I'm going to end this stream. I just reached a decent length and I need to go prepare for sleep really, because I need to work tomorrow. So, what are you waving at? I mean, you're looking over there. Are you waving here? That's weird. Anyway. I've been Fae'ret. This has been Lorelei. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. And I will see you next time. Did I? I did not. Oh. I also had a screen for... Thank you for watching my stream, but oh well. I suppose I didn't set up that scene yet. Next time then. For now though, see you next time. Probably Saturday. Bye bye. Good night. Why do you need to be in my view? Stop it. Jeez. I'm trying to end the stream. What are you doing? Bye.